Om. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam. So we saw yesterday that how Govind Bhagwat Padji was sitting on the banks of the Narmada, meditating, body disidentified, and at the same time the river Narmada was in spate, ready to devour the entire town and village and the Swami himself. And at that time all the people, they came calling out to Govind Bhagwat Pad to help them out, but he couldn't hear them because he was totally oblivious to all the sounds. Why? You will hear the sound only if you are body identified. If you are not body identified, you can't hear the sounds of the people because the Shravanendriya is not working. And at that time, when they were coming towards the Govinda Bhagwat Padacharya, they saw a young boy standing next to him, and who was bright as the sun, who was very looking very calm, cool, collected, tejasvi. And the moment they saw this young boy, immediately a great devotion sprouted within the hearts of all the people, and they started requesting the young boy to help them out from this coming to sort this coming problem. And listening to them, not uttering any word, he just raised his hand, and the Narmada river, which was slowly starting to overflow, became a stream and entered into his Kamandalu, and the entire river was contained within the Kamandalu. And this way all the people were saved from the coming disaster. At that time when this happened, suddenly our Govinda Bhagwat Padacharya, he comes out of his meditation, and the moment he looks at this young boy, he asks, "Who are you?" So this young boy, he is answering the question in these 10 shlokas. And the Govind Bhagwat Padacharya, he also falls at the feet of the young boy, seeing that he is someone great. He is a Advaita Shiva's avatar, and spontaneously feeling that this is the purpose, that Maharishi Vedvyas has sent him to the banks of Narmada to fulfill this purpose. And what is the purpose? To give Diksha to this young boy, Adi Shankaracharya. To give Diksha to this young boy so that through him the world gets the Upadesha of the Advaita Siddhanta. This is what sprouted in him. Suddenly he became clear of his purpose. And even though he fell at his feet, that young boy also fell at the feet of the teacher, and the teacher gave him Diksha and asked, "Who are you?" So he answered, न भूमिर्न तोयं न तेजो न वायुः न खं नेन्द्रियं वा न तेषां समूहः अनेकान्तिकत्वात् सुषुप्त्येकसिद्धः तदेको वशिष्ठः शिवः केवलोऽहम्. I changed the tune. I just wanted to try it out. न भूमिर न तोयम न तेजो न वायु, nor the earth, nor the fire, nor the water, nor fire, nor air, nor the space, not even the senses and the mind, na indriyam va na tesham samoha, and not even a collection, aggregate of all of them put together. I am not, neither of them, not them. Anekantikatvat sushuptyeka siddhaha. Then he says, I am not any one of these, because what? Aneka antikatvat. I told you, each one of them, aneka, all this variety, they are conclusive, they are concluding, they are coming into existence and going out of existence. And that which comes into existence and goes out of existence is not permanent, it's impermanent. It's changing and therefore uncertain. And anekantikatvat and sushuptyeka siddhaha. And I can be known only when everything has been here. Sushupti eka siddhaha. Only one who is awake in Sushupti can come to know. He's not answering his teacher directly. Indirectly he is telling, because nothing can be spoken directly about the self. Only indirect language. Only contradictory language. See? Sushupti eka siddhaha. And what is that which is awake in the deep sleep? If you catch that moment, he says, that one, tad ekaha, that one, avashishtaha, that one which is left after removing everything, after removing all the changing, what is left behind, avashishtaha, is what? It is shivaha, that auspicious, that kevaloham, that alone I am. That alone I am. That alone I am. How beautiful. Then he continues in the second verse. Na varna na ashrama achara dharma na me dharana dhyana yoga dayopi anatma shrayaham mama dhyasahanat तदेको वशिष्ठ शिव केवलोऽहम् तदेको वशिष्ठ शिव केवलोऽहम्. Why this tune is stuck in my tongue? नहीं, मैं वो नहीं chant कर रहा था. I don't know. Yesterday I chanted differently, like we do. न वर्णा न वर्णाश्रम. So न वर्ण, न वर्ण आश्रम, न आचार, न धर्म, न मे धारणा, न ध्यान, न मे ध्यान, न मे योग. So what is he saying? I don't fall into the category of varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. I don't even fall into the observances and duties of Varnashrama also. Brahmachari, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, which is based on knowledge and karma. I don't fall into that category also. None of those observances, none of those duties, none of those diktats, instructions are applicable to me, because I don't fall into that category. Now, na achara, there is no conduct which can define me, that I have to be like this or I have to be like that. Na dharmaha, I have the righteous or unrighteous, righteousness cannot define me. Name dharana dhyana yogada yopi. Name dharana, neither am can I be, neither by dharana, intermittent focus, nor by dhyan, by continuous focus, nor by yoga. Yoga is union between the Jivatma and the Paramatma. Even the union, this idea of union between Jivatma and Yogatma, that also falls short of coming to know me. So which means all efforts have to be given up. All desires have to be given up. Anatma ashraya aham mama dhyasahanat. So all these, what were told before, from the first verse till here, dharana dhyana yogada yahapi. All these are what? These are anatma. Why? They are coming and going, they are changing. There is something, some idiot is doing them. That's you and me. Including the lecture. That also falls into this category only. Anatma ashraya. So, what is this? Aham mama. What do you call? Dhyasa ahana. Dhyasa means imagination is dhyasa. The imagination of I and mine makes one take ashraya, refuge of anatma, not of atma. Now correct yourself right now, not after the class. Right now you correct yourself. Where are you sitting? Are you sitting in anatma or are you sitting in atma? Are you being the atma or are you thinking of atma? If you are thinking of atma, you are in anatma. If you are being atma, then you are not there. So here it is said, this imagination of aham and mama, or imagination, sahanat means with. So imagination with this aham and mama takes refuge. So one forgets himself that he is the atma, he starts imagining I and mine. And then as a result of that I and mine, such a person takes the refuge of what? Anatma. And what is anatma? The world, the samsara. So from where does the world begin? Not just outside, it begins with your mind, intellect. The pancha koshas are part of the anatma. The totality is part of the anatma. Totality is part of the anatma. Then who am I? So having mentioned to his teacher that neither the varnas, nor the varnashrama, nor the achar, nor the dharma, nor the dharana, dhyan, samadhi, yoga, and then mentioning to the teacher that this people imagine that get caught up in the anatma due to their aham and mama, and this aham and mama and the ashraya with the anatma, this whole gamut of aham mama along with the support of the world, where is it sitting? That one I am. I am the substratum. And what is that substratum? Tadeko vashishta shiva kevaloham. I am that one, I am that which is left behind after everything is removed. And that alone, kevaloham, that I alone is auspicious. In this way, we saw the two verses yesterday, Now we go into the third verse. Follow. Oh, sorry. न माता पिता वा न देवा न लोका न माता पिता वा न देवा न लोका न वेदा न यज्ञा न तीर्थ ब्रुवन्ति वेदा न यज्ञा न तीर्थ ब्रुवन्ति सुषुप्तौ निरस्ताति शून्यात्मकत्वात् सुषुप्तौ निरस्ताति शून्यात्मकत्वात् तदेको वशिष्ठ शिवः केवलोऽहं तदेको वशिष्ठ शिवः केवलोऽहं. Together. न माता पिता वा न देवा न लोका न वेदा न यज्ञा न तीर्थ ब्रुवन्ति सुषुप्तौ निरस्ताति शून्यात्मकत्वात् तदेको वशिष्ठ शिव केवलोऽहं तदेको वशिष्ठ शिव केवलोऽहम्. न माता न पिता न देवा न लोका न वेदा न यज्ञा न तीर्थ ब्रुवन्ति. अभी कर लो क्या करना है. ये those who maintain the reality of the world, for them this is like halal going into their throat. they can't gulp it down the throat. There is no mother nor father, no gods, no regions of experience, na loka. How many? 14 of them. No lokas, devas, devtas, all the devtas including Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Na Veda, no scriptures, na yajna, no sacrifices. This is a vak yajna, the jnana yajna going on. This also is null and void. Na tirtha brovanti, nor the pilgrimages. Sushuptau nirastati shunyatmakatvat. And na tirtha brovanti. Brovanti, who says this? They say. Who is they? The saints and sages. They say that. Then after that, for in the state of deep sleep, all these are negated, and in that state is completely devoid of any objective perception. Sushuptai nirastat. Nirastat means everything has been sugya. There is no sprouting of any thoughts, no sprouting of any desires, no sprouting of any idam. Aham, idam. Only then thought can be formed. So, if idam is not there, aham also cannot exist. So that we are talking about deep sleep. So there is no idam also, devoid of all objective perception, and shunyatmakatvat, and that what is left behind when nothing is there, that one is the auspicious one, and that alone I am. Oh, beautiful. Na mata pita va na deva na loka. So now look around. It does not mean that we should not take care of our parents, we should not pray to God, we should not go for tirth yatras, we should not study the scriptures, we should not do the yagya yaga, etc. We should do all that. But as I said in yesterday's class or one of the classes, don't forget the purpose. Put them in the right perspective. If you are doing yagya yaga, the physical fire sacrifice, or the sacrifice of serving the parents, sacrifice of doing the puja regularly to the devatas, doing the tirthayatras, etc. It must lead to single pointedness of mind, meaning it must lead to purification of your mind. Only then mind will become single pointed. If that is not taking place, then we are just losing the plot. And if that is, so serve your parents, serve the God, serve the world, serve the Vedas by teaching and learning, by chanting, serve the yajnas instead of just one fire sacrifice and swaha, swaha, swaha. Make every speech, every vision, every word, expand your idea of yajna and make your whole life, every interaction, every perception into a sacrifice. When that attitude is taken, then you are doing the yajna. Isn't it? We have told you before in Kathopanishad it came that these are the Havan Kunds and the names and colors and forms are the Ahutis, ears are the Havan Kund, the sounds are the Ahutis, nostrils are the Havan Kund, the fragrance, smells are the Ahutis, this mouth is the Havan Kund, the food is the Ahuti. See? So expand your, if you have to imagine in a larger scale, because how much work it is, and it must be done till you don't get exhausted and start looking for how to translate that physical exercise of doing a yajna into a 24/7 yajna going on. That is what sadhana is. Just like you can't stop thinking about your children from morning till night, we have to replace that with initially seeing it must catch your imagination that there is this yajna, this sacrifice going on every moment of my existence. Then from the outside, from the senses, then you will come to the mind. When that has got matured by your continuous attention, then you will come to the mind. Then you will see every thought is a ahuti into the Havan Kund of the mind. Means what? Your attention is on the Havan Kund. Your attention is not on the ahuti. Because when we take the ahuti is only a medium. Mantra is coming. The fire element. The mantra is coming. With that mantra you offer. But mantra can be in the mouth. The ahuti can be in your fingers. But what is your intention? Where is your attention? Where is your disposition? How is your poise? All that matters. So slowly we wean away from the outside and we go within. And Vedas are not to teach others. Vedas are to implement it in our own life, whatever they are saying. Swamiji, you are also teaching. Why you are teaching? I always say, I am not teaching. I am teaching my mind. You are giving me the opportunity to reflect, contemplate on the Upanishads for so many years. Thank you. As a result of taking the Upanishads, my beard has become white. Yours has not. Sushuptau nirastat atishunyatma katvat. Atishunya. Atishunya means explicitly shunya means zero. Deeply zero, explicitly zero. So that means not even an iota of objectivity is there. Not even an iota of idam is there. Nothing to see. Now don't see, I see nothing. Nothing is not an object to see. This we have to, the individual feels there is nothing. We say, no, there is nothing. Technically that word is correct. That there is. Even absence cannot be without the substratum, without the existence. For non-existence also existence is required. That is isness. See? So this is this verse. Na mata pita va na deva na loka na veda na yajna na tirtha bruvanti sushupto nirastati shunyatmakatvat tadeko vashishta shiva kevaloham. Continuing, he's removing everything. Now he's taking all the standpoints. Na sankyam na shaivam na tatpancharatram. Na sankyam na shaivam na tatpancharatram. Na sankyam na shaivam na tatpancharatram. Sankyam na shaivam na tatpancharatram. Na jainam na mimamsakadirmatam va. Na jainam na mimamsakadirmatam va. Vishishtanubhutya vishuddhatmakatvat. Vishishtanubhutya vishuddhatmakatvat. Vishishtanubhutya vishuddhatmakatvat. Vishuddhanubhutya vishuddhatmakatvat. Tadeko vashishta shiva kevaloham. Tadeko vashishta shiva kevaloham. Tadeko vashishta shiva kevaloham. Together. Na sankyam na shaivam na tatpancharatram. Na jainam na mimamsakadirmatam va. Vishishtanubhutya vishuddhatmakatvat. Tadeko vashishta shiva kevaloham. Tadeko vashishta shiva kevaloham. Na Sankhya, neither the Sankhya philosophy, na Shaivam, nor the Shaiva Siddhanta, na Tat Pancharatram, nor that Pancharatra. What is Pancharatra? I don't know. Pancharatri. Maybe it is Tantra, most probably. Na Jainam, nor even the Jain philosophy. Na Mimamsa, the conception of the Mimamsaka, that also not. All these and others does not exist. Matam, they are, Matam means they are the convictions of the different standpoints from which these various philosophies present their conclusions about what reality is. And here he says, none of them. No philosophy can define me. I am beyond all philosophy. Then, Vishishtanubhutya, through the Vishuddha Atmakatvat. So, only through a Vishuddha Atmakatvat, only by a purified self, Vishishtanubhutya, direct experience. And through direct experience, the self is known as as one's own nature, and that which remains behind after everything is removed, that auspiciousness alone I am in this way. So what is Sankhya philosophy? Sankhya philosophy concludes that we have practiced Sankhya philosophy. What do we say? The Sankhya philosophy, the basis is that the spirit and matter have come together, and that is what we are, a mixture of spirit and matter. You are also spirit and matter, he is also spirit, every one of us is spirit and matter. And therefore, Sankhya philosophy concludes that there is one spirit in every body. That is what its conclusion is. Another way to put it is, masters say that the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, the Yoga philosophy and Sankhya philosophy are one. So they also believe the same, one per person, one Atma per person, one spirit per person. Vedanta also accepts it, that one Atma per person. Till when? Till you don't come to realize. Till you come into Samadhi, till then we accept that. Till you don't, because the philosophy is of weaning ourselves away from everything that is changing. Neti. To bring the conclusion, I am not the world, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am the Atma. To come to this conclusion, Sankhya philosophy is required. And this is where Sankhya philosophy comes and stops. So what is the next part? The Anvaya part is there. That this Atma is alone the Atma which is expressing through all the bodies. That Vedanta includes in its discussions, which is absent in the Sankhya philosophy. They can use it. They can, when we talk of devotion, in devotion we can say that the Lord is expressing through all the beings. We say it, isn't it? But then our attention is not on the Atma. This is the difference. Our attention is on some objective character, some objective idea, which we have separated from who we are. And therefore we say Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar. So we take that Ishwar whose part we are, because this Atma which is Nirgun Nirakar, how do I come to know, how do I come to be it? That is the issue for the devotees. So Sankhya philosophy talks about this. Then na shivoham. Shivoham is the Vishishta Advaita. We are studying Amrit Anubhav, the entire philosophy of how the Shiva Tattva, Paramashiva became Shiva and Shakti, and how then with reference to Shakti, that Paramashiva is called as Shiva. Then the Shiva, in the presence of Shiva, the Shakti gets activated, she becomes Trigunatmika. As she becomes Trigunatmika, then the drama begins at all levels, and all the 14 lokas come about, the Brahmaji, Vishnu, Mahesh come about, then everything begins. Past, present, future comes about, everything comes about. And how, and what did we say Shaiva is, Shaiva Siddhanta is? It is Ishvara Advayavada. Ishvara. Who is Ishvara? So that Paramatma, that Paramashiva, Paramatma and Paramashiva are same. When that Paramashiva has a desire, with reference to his desire, he is called as Shiva. So that Paramatma, who is all by himself, he desires. Why he desires? It's his wish. He can do anything he wants. Who are you to ask? That is how the scriptures say. So he desired. So then he is called as, that Paramatma is now with reference to his desire called as Ishwar and Prakriti. Then same story. Prakriti then multiplies, she's Trigunatmika and the whole thing starts. But what is the status of Shiva or status of Ishvara? Remember, the philosophy is Ishvara Advayavad in Shaiva Siddhanta. So what is the status of Ishvara? Ishvara is he who does not...
Unmanifest.
Yes, but he does not come under the influence of his Shakti, even though that Shakti, that potentiality is inseparable from him, but he is not influenced by it, and he is absolutely clear and ever abiding in his essential nature. He does not forget that he is the Paramashiva. He is playing the game because that's the phenomena. But he does not forget that he is the... How? But Ishvara does not have a mind. That is why he doesn't forget. He is introvert. He is not extrovert. He is not looking at the Shakti. He is looking at himself all the time. And therefore, this Ishvara is... What did we say? Ishvara Advayavad. So this argument is Ishwar knows himself as the essential Paramatma, as the Paramashiva, and because he knows himself as the Paramashiva at any given moment, therefore he is not under the clutches, under the slavery, under the control of the Shakti. This is Ishvara Advayavad. We study Ishvara Advayavad. And then doubt comes. Means what? We are under the control of our mind. We have a doubt. अच्छा मेरे बारे में बात हो रही है. And we forget. So na sankyam, na shaivam, na tat pancharatram. Pancharatram next time I'll tell you. I didn't look at it, what it is. If it is tantra, then Pancha means 5, Ratra means night. What are the 5 nights? I don't know. First night could be unmanifest Prakriti. Second night could be the deep sleep. Third night could be... Which could be the third night? Samadhi can be the third night. Fourth night will be between the two thoughts. Fifth night, if we can... no. I'm just thinking loudly. That may not be the answer. I'm just thinking. Anyway, so absence of all objects is Ratri, another night. So anyway, we'll look at it next time. Na Jainam. What does Jaina philosophy say? Sankhya philosophy has come out of Sanatan Dharma, out of the Vedas. The Shaiva philosophy has come out of the Vedas. The Pancharatram has come out of the Vedas. Now Jaina philosophy, that also has come out of the Vedas. I think Pancharatram is indicating Shunyavad. Ratri is Shunya. So that could be one way they are looking at it. The Shunyavad, that is the Bauddha nihilist philosophy. That when everything is removed, there is nothing. Vedanta says when everything is removed, you are. Tattvamasi. Whereas Bauddha philosophy says when everything is removed, when everything dissolves, there is nothing left. That's the main difference between. But other masters, they also say that because your scriptures themselves say yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. That truth cannot be it cannot be spelt out in words, because the words cannot illuminate it. Mind cannot comprehend it. But you keep talking about Vedanta, keep talking about self, you keep talking about pure consciousness, keep talking about witnessing consciousness, you keep talking about Atma, you keep talking about self, etc., etc. But all these are words, but the words don't take you there, because none of you know what it means, what it is indicating. Because when you eventually come to that point, when you stop talking, then you don't employ words to come to know it. You also give up all the words. And therefore they say there is nothing. But the difference between the Vedanta and the Shunyavad is they focus on nothingness. We are focusing on being. We are not focusing, we are being. Because how can nothing be an object? How can out of nothing the whole creation come about? We use that argument in Vedanta. The causal state is nothingness. The causal state is the unmanifest state. The causal state is the deep sleep state. Out of deep sleep, the waking and dream have come out. We say all those things. First there was absence, then out of absence everything came out. We say all those things. But that is always it's always coexisting with what is. What is not is always coexisting with what is. But we never give the absence the status of reality. We don't give absence this. We don't give unmanifest the status of reality. Because unmanifest cannot be experienced. Because it's not there. If what is not there, how can you experience it? So when all objectivity out of your mind becomes dissolved, then we say there is nothing. But you are still there. You are still there. So what has become unmanifest and what has become manifest? The mind has become manifest. The mind has become unmanifest. In other words, thoughts have become manifest. Thoughts have become unmanifest. Where are the thoughts taking place? In the mind. Who are you other than the mind? So when the mind becomes zero, you are still there. That is the difference. We are talking about Jain. Come back to Jain. Jain philosophy says, hi?
Swamiji, Panchrat is Vaishnavi Samadra. Vaishnavi.
मैं पता करता हूँ, मुझे पता नहीं क्या है. I will check it out. And then Jain philosophy is about, they believe when two atoms come together, out for whatever reasons, when they come, just like cathode and anode come together, electricity is created. Isn't it? Two wires come together, electricity is created in certain medium. Exactly the same way. In this medium of creation, when positive and negative atoms come together, then life is created. This is what their belief is. Anuvad. It is called Anuvad. And those people who are in the Jain philosophy, the Kanad Rishi and all that, they all the discoveries which you find in the Western world today have already been discovered by these philosophers from the Jain philosophy, because they had already worked out what is the basic ingredient in at the physical level, which goes into making the creation. Mimamsa is our Vedanta. And all these are all Vedanta also, as long as it's in the books, no point. As long as it is in your head, also no point. You have to be that. Vedanta is not something to be studied. Vedanta is not something to be propagated. Vedanta is not something to be focused upon. Vedanta is not something to be realized. Vedanta you are. You are Vedanta. Your essential nature is Vedanta. So as long as it remains a conviction, conviction is in the matam. Matam means conviction, a standpoint, a philosophy. Where is all this? In the intellect. And you can write treatise after treatise explaining, arguing, etc., etc. Adi Shankaracharya broke when he came in the 8th century or 7th century. He, as we told you in the story, that Govinda Bhagavad Padacharya, he felt blessed that he is going to give Diksha to this young boy. That is his purpose. Because through this young boy, the Upadesha of a new philosophy, of Vedanta, of everything is that one, only appearing as many, will be propagated. And that's what Adi Shankaracharya did, without picking up a sword. Only by pen, only by debate, only by discussions. So, if you go to Varanasi, I lived in Varanasi, and even in our ashram also, people get fixated on various philosophies. If you go to Vrindavan, everyone is Radhe, 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 Radhe. People go to Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna. People go to Kashmiri Shaivism, Shiva, 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 Shiva. Go to Ammachi's ashram, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. You tell them, when they say Om Namah Shivaya, you say Hari Om. Huh? Someone says, you go to Gondolekar Maharaj, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. And as they are going Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, नहीं Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama कर दो बीच में. उनका thought एकदम से change हो जाता है. They look at it if some foreigner has come. Try these things. People get fixated. Fixated is enough to make your mind single pointed, but you don't have to be fixated for the rest of your life. Come on, get focused, realize, and then drop all fixations. कभी कभी अलग अलग अनुभव आते हैं, तो you're moving with people, sometimes people are testing you. Someone just 2 days ago, he said, Swami. I said, yes. He must be working on something, some project in his room, and he comes and asks, guess what I have done? I've made a plan. I said, good. I was trying to book my air ticket. I said, good, I am not interested in it. Waste of time. Really, you've done work? No, guess in how many years I have made a plan to become a millionaire. No, it's a silly question, man. What do I care? And I'm busy. No, tell me Swamiji. कभी कभी टाइम पास करने के लिए फिर मैंने उसको देखा, and I kept looking at him, and out of my mouth came 5 years. And he felt shocked that how does this fellow know 5 years? He said, how did you say 5 years? I said, I look at your face only, that's why I said 5 years. He said, that's exactly what I said. What can I do then? Take it as a fluke. Vishishthanubhutya Vishuddhatmakatvat. We have to give up all these things. See, the lesser the thoughts in your mind, Vishuddha Atmakatvat. So, what is Ashuddha Atma? Vishuddha Atma बोल रहा है ना Katvat. So, what is Ashuddha Atmakatvat? What is Ashuddhata? Where there is I and mine, that is Ashuddhata. That is impurity. And Vishuddha is Visheshana Shuddha, specifically pure. And what is that specificity? Of Aham and Mama. That specificity is removed. Then it becomes Vishuddha. So, when there is this specificity of Aham and Mama, concretization of a personality, then this Anatma Bhav, that I am not the Atma, how does it express? I am the body, etc., etc. That is Ashuddha. So here it is Vishuddha Atmakatvat, Vishishtanubhutya, and only by purifying yourself of the Aham and Mama can the direct experience come about. And what is this direct experience? It is not like I am taking this cup and I am having now, there is no impurity of anything in between, me and the cup are one. ऐसे तो नहीं होता. So it is a direct experience, less experience, because there is no medium. Like, for example, if you are standing in front of a mirror, before the mirror was dirty, whom you were seeing in the mirror? Who were seeing? A caricature of your face. Children become afraid. If there is some dirt or fog, they look at you, oh, who is this? Isn't it? But that same mirror, if it is clean, who do you see? Yourself. Do you need a mirror to see yourself? So, if the mind, the mirror of the mind is clean, without Vishuddha Atmakatvat, you are seeing completely clear. This is one step before the final step. But suppose the mirror breaks or someone removes the mirror. Now, because you cannot see your reflection, have you also vanished? Or you continue to be? So, do you need a mirror in order to confirm that you are? Do you need a reflection to confirm that you are? So, as long as you are seeing a reflection to confirm you are, it is indirect perception. When there is no mirror in between, it is direct perception of the self. No medium. Clear? That is Vishishtanubhutya. Direct experience without any medium. Oh. Once you start thinking about these words and contemplating on them, just घुसते जाओ. Tadeko avashishtaha shivah kevaloham. So that one, tad ekaha avashishtaha, that residue. Which residue? After taking everything out, whatever Maya represents, that you have removed. What is left behind? That one I am, that is auspicious, and that alone I am. In this way, na sankhyam, na shaivam, na tatpancharatram, na jainam, na mimamsakadir matam va Vishishthanubhutya Vishuddhatmakatvat Tadeko Vashishta Shiva Kevaloham Tadeko Vashishta Shiva Kevaloham. Continuing, कि काफ़ी है आज के लिए? तो काफ़ी है ना? 1 hour is okay. We'll read this next fifth one. न repeat. न चोर्ध्वं न चाधो न चातर्न बाह्यं न चोर्ध्व न चार्धो न चातर्न बाह्यं न चोर्ध्व न चाधो न चान्तर्न बाह्यं न चोर्ध्वं न चाधो न चान्तर्न बाह्यं न मध्यम न तिर्यं न पूर्वापरादिक् 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 वियद्व्यापकत्वाद् अखण्डैकरूपः वियद्व्यापकत्वाद् अखण्डैकरूपः वियद्व्यापकत्वाद् अखण्डैकरूपः वियद्व्यापकत्वाद् अखण्डैकरूपः तदेको वशिष्ठः शिवः केवलोऽहं तदेको वशिष्ठः शिवः केवलोऽहं तदेको वशिष्ठः शिवः केवलोऽहम्। ॐ पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। Just sit quietly for a few moments. Hari Om.